Hello and welcome back to my tutorial. In this tutorial I will show how you can build your very simple chat by using node.js and a very clean web page in HTML, so you can build the socket server in Node.js and then connect from external to the app. So the first we want is creating a package file. So we need to build the server first. So let's start. I'm having a sample code. I can just copy it here. And what should we call it? We can call it a simple chat part 1. And this is my first socket.io chat app. And then we need to create an index file. You can call it index, you can call it app, it's up to you. I love to call it app. And inside here we want to say HTTP. We want app and then we want the IO object where everything is handled about. And before we continue, we want to install Express and socket.io in our terminal. So let's say npm install Express. Require. Just a second, I have it. I'm just too lazy to put up my keys. Here's my test windows, we have it here. We go for the server folder and install it. And we need the Express too. And if we use node and say app, you can see it's starting the app, but it's doing nothing, because we don't have to do anything. In this case, we want to say on the object when somebody connecting, we want to trigger a function. We want to tell the terminal a user has connected. So let's say a user have connection to the app, and if the user is going offline again, sorry, we need the socket object inside. We want to trigger and send the socket object inside. So if the connected user want to disconnect, we want to know what happened here. So let's say the user has been disconnected. So that's meaning if we connect from the browser, we get the message a user have connected, if the user wants to close the browser, it's instantly disconnect the user. That's important if you want to make a user system where you can keep the user logged in and logged out and have an online list of users in your chat system. So I will recommend you to have this. So let's say we want to trick on the if the user wants to send our message. Want to tell the server that a user have sending a message. In this case, what we do is here, if the client sending the command chat message to us, we want to process it. It's always a chat message with a message. We handle it inside here, and we decide to say, okay, what is it what we want? We want to send it back as a chat message, so the client can do something with it, like adding a chat line and do something with it. So we need to send it back again. Inside here, we could have adding it as a chat log. So when people reload, we can basically load the last 100 messages from this chat. But for now, we only send it back, just to keep it very simple. And now we need to have our server to listen the, should we say, port 3000. We can always change it. So now we have our app. So let's say node. You can see the listen. The user have connected. Interesting. It's probably because I have something else on it. We have it here. It's the sample. It's not exist anymore. So I want to create a new one. So let's say we want the client index.html. This is totally separated, so we don't care where it could be in the US, it could be in Denmark, it could be in Germany. We don't care, and everybody could create their own the chat, so you can have their own design, depends on what they love. We don't care, so that's what our purpose. Let's open this in the folder in Finder. We have it here, and what we want is put it over here. As you can see, now it's a user has been disconnected. We have changed it, so the old script is basically connected, and now the new is totally clean, so it's not connected yet. We want a very simple one, so we create HTML, a head, a body, a doc type HTML, and inside here we need two CDNs, because I don't want to download it right now when we're testing. So let's say we want it here, jQuery and Socket.io, the last version of Socket.io, and now we need a script. when the document is ready, we need this one, else we can't connect to the script, so we need to the socket, so IO connect to HTTP localhost 3000. If I reload my script here, this one should not disconnect, but connect. You can see it's connect. If I reload again, it should be a disconnect and a connect, and it's working. So now we basically can connect and disconnect to application, but we need more. A chat system without message will not be funny. So let's say we want a form action form and input ID message, autocomplete off, so it's not sending some weird stuff. And then we need a button, send, it's fine. And then we need to say if we trigger this, form, the button, the form, submit, if we trigger submit, we want a function for this. We need to take care about our socket and sending the command message with the value of our input, and then we need the value should be empty because it should be ready for the next one, and it's return false, so it's not reloading like when you press enter. It will reload if you don't do this way, and then you basically reload the chat every time. So let's test it. Connect and disconnect. If I'm sending a message, hello world, you can see I'm sending a message, but nothing here. It's basically ready for you to receive the message. So what we want is just to build it so it can display it on the screen here. It's very simple, so let's do it. Here's the line. So what we want is to build a new one, message here. You can always customize it after, but as I say, this is very simple, so I don't want to make a big number out of this. So this is a message, and we need to go inside to say socket on chat message, and we need to keep the message inside. And we want now to append. With the message. And hopefully, if this works, need to restart the app. I should have a message back. So, hello world, and now it's coming. Is everything working? How are you doing? As you can see, it's sending a message. If I open this one in a new window, this is the old one, this is the new one. We have connection. Are you fine? Sorry, fine. And you can see the message. Yes, I am. And it's sending back. So your simple Node.js chat client and server is working pretty fine now. So thank you for watching my video. I hoping you learned something, and I hoping you want to make it a like below. Make a comment if you have some questions, and I hoping you want to subscribe my channel. See you next time.